Hello everybody and welcome back to FX Tweet. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top gainers and the top losers of the last week and see if any of these coins kind of have a good setup that we can trade for the upcoming week. Right, before I actually get deep into the technicals and the coin specific stuff, please make sure to head on over to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to stay updated with the hottest trends and the content that we put out on almost regular basis, please make sure to hit the bell icon as well. Right, you can also give us a follow on Twitter at FXSCrypto, and if you enjoy the content that I put out, and basically I put out a lot of charts, and I also do a YouTube video where I kind of post one video every single day, giving you the directional bias for Bitcoin. Right, so that's pretty much it. Like, if you make sure to give us a follow on all the platforms. Right, so let's get into today's stuff, which is the top losers and the top gainers. Right, the top gainers for the last week was People, KNC and ANT, and then we have the losers, which were RUNE and WAVES. So let's start from the top. People was up 69% and KNC was up around 60%, 50%, and then we have ANT at roughly 23%. Right, and then we have Rose, top loser, which was 20%. And then we have RUNE also at approximately 20%, and then we have WAVE also at 20%. Hold up, also at 18%. Yeah, yep. All of these coins kind of look similar. The top losers kind of look similar. So let's start with People. Right, the last time we kind of discussed this, I remember talking about how this was an ascending triangle, and there's a chance for the price to kind of like, if we kind of get a daily close above 0.08, the chances that the price could head up to 0.124, but obviously that didn't happen. The price kind of struggled to move above here, as you can see here with this long top wicks. The price finally, the buyers kind of finally gave up, allowing sellers to take control and push the price down. It also broke the ascending trend line, and followed by a wee bit of consolidation around 0.036, followed by another crash. But obviously things kind of exasperated after May 5th, because on or around May 5th, because of the lunar crash. So yeah, that's where we are right now on a 4-hour time frame. What I'm expecting right now is for the price to kind of retrace down to 0.705. So far, right from this swing high, the price is down almost 32%, and it looks like it's going to be going a little more lower. Right, when it comes to either of these three levels here, 79 retracement, 70.5, and 62 retracement levels, I am going to be looking to buy. People, like, if I were trading this coin, I would be looking to buy, right? But another kind of like a quick tip is to look at what Bitcoin is doing when the price and People actually comes down here. If you kind of feel like Bitcoin is going to go lower, then obviously it's not a good buy, because People is going to follow Bitcoin. But if you feel like Bitcoin kind of has a lot of potential to kind of move up, then I think it's a great buy here. Wait for the price to bounce off 70.5, and then you can kind of book profits around 0.036, which is the daily supply zone here, which extends from 0.03 to 0.04. Right now, as you can see, the price, these long top wicks here on a daily candlesticks easily indicate that although the buyers kind of pushed into the supply zone here, the sellers overwhelmed the buyers, which indicates that the buying pressure is not as greater than the selling pressure, which kind of leads to these massive overhead wicks. Right, so yeah, that is pretty much it for People. Let's move on to the next coin, which is KNC. Right, KNC is up quite a bit since its bottom here on 12th May. Let's take a look at it from a 4-hour time frame. Okay, kind of discussed about H1 breaker up here. Yeah, that didn't work out. Yeah, I think it did on 1 time frame. The price kind of retested the breaker and then retraced from the breaker approximately 5%, and then proceeded to break through it, tested as a support once, almost as a second time, and then rallied up again. Right, so what's happening right now is that the price kind of suddenly kind of dropped below this support level, and now the price is going higher to fill this fair value gap. I imagine the price could head up to this level here at 2.53, and then face another rejection around here, come down to 2.19, 2.2 is what I'm expecting, right? Kind of makes sense if you look at it from a fib extension point as well. This would be in an extremely oversold level here at approximately 2.15, right? Anywhere from 70.5 to 79 is where you can expect a reversal to occur. This is the first support level, right? The second level, as you can see, I've already marked out this level here at 2.19, which kind of adds credence to this reversal point. And on top of that, you have a lot of consolidation that took place here, which will obviously there was a lot of volume traded here, so you can expect buyers to kind of come back here. The ones that kind of missed this run up here would be waiting to buy the coin here. So all in all, this confluence anywhere extending from $2.2 to $2.1 is a really good buy for Kyber networks, especially since I'm kind of expecting Bitcoin to sweep a little lower, sweep the range that I recently marked out, and then move higher, right? So if you want more updates on Bitcoin, please make sure to go check my profile where I update Bitcoin every single day, and yeah, both on my YouTube and on my profile, right? So I'm expecting the price to kind of head down, fill this fair value gap here, which kind of extends from roughly 29.6k to 29.4k. So in this particular case, right, I'm kind of expecting to buy Bitcoin somewhere around here uh, before it actually makes a run for the equal highs or probably the range low. But either way, I think there's a lot of untapped liquidity collected here for Bitcoin, uncollected here for Bitcoin, right? You can see the equal highs present here around roughly 30.7k, and then you have the previous Monday's high, which was left untapped, and then you also have the range high at 31.5k, which is also not been swept, right? So it would kind of make sense for Bitcoin to keep going up because this is much closer, but we have the 15-hour demand zone here and the equal highs. So I am kind of expecting this retracement down here, which is why I am also looking forward to kind of buying KNC around here. Right, so that is pretty much it for KNC. Let's move on to the next coin, which is the ANT. Right, ANT is also in an extremely similar position to, actually, ANT is showing a steady buying, and unlike most coins, right, most coins have this kind of setup where they do this and then they just consolidate, lose a lot of volatility. We either form a bull flag of sorts or just nothing, just consolidate without any particular pattern, right? For ANT, however, it's been like a steady drop, an efficient drop, followed by a slow crawl to the upside, and now it's kind of getting rejected by this supply zone here. As you can see here, the supply zone extends from 2.3 to 2.7, and I don't see ANT going a lot lower, considering how the price kind of looks efficient, right? So there is, however, a little bit of an extension that took place from 20th May all the way up to 21st May, right? So expect a drop down to 1.76, 1.79. I think this would be a really good place to kind of buy, but there is a chance, right? Like I mentioned, the equal in the previous video, there is a chance for the price to sweep this low here because of how Bitcoin is positioned, right? So yeah, expect the price to sweep the range low at 1.5, and yeah, this would be a good place to accumulate and book if we get a daily close above the supply zone's upper limit at 2.7. The price could head up to $3.2. So let's move on to the losers, right? Last time we discussed Rose, I explained the possibility of a move to 0.37 if the price kind of managed to move above this resistance level here at 0.30. And since then, the price kind of got rejected around here, moved down, and is currently trading at 0.07, which is a massive drop since 5th April. And 80%, this is almost a bear market style correction for Rose. The price is coming all the way down to 0.049. I think although short term there could be some sort of an uptrend here, I think it would be a really good buy if Rose sweeps this low here at 0.049. Yeah, I think that would be a really good buy. And then from a midterm outlook, there is a chance for Rose to rally 217% very quickly, right? Because as you can see, the drops since 28th April have been extremely brutal, even on the 3-day time frame. On the 1-day time frame, also they look kind of brutal, especially this drop here on the 11th May. So if not 0.15, I think buying around 0.049, so they would give at least net you 134% upswing. And I'm talking this investment is basically a spot investment. I don't see how trading perps would be a good thing considering the volatility and the chop that's happening in the market. Right, so I think invest and forget would be the best strategy for Rose. At least that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, the upside for Rose is kind of capped at 0.11, which is an intermediate top. Beyond that, it could go up to 0.15. Any move beyond that would be a little rough. The price could like chop around a lot before it actually goes up to 0.20, right? But nonetheless, there is a chance price could go up to 0.20. If it's a spot investment, you don't have to worry about working profits and that kind of stuff, because in the meantime, I kind of expect Bitcoin to head up to at least 36k, not at least, anywhere from 34k to 36k, right? So yeah, let's take a look at Rune. Yep, Rune has swept. Okay, this is really interesting what's happening with Rune right now. I think Rune is a really good buy. So this is a clear descending triangle that's happening right now with Rune. And I think, let's go take a look at it from 4-hour time frame. The price has pretty much like remained kind of grounded even after the drop here on kind of bottom on May 12th. There is a chance price could head all the way up to $3.7, right? Form some sort of a triple tap setup and then like, head back down. That it could do this, or kind of like form some sort of a base around here and then make its way up to 4.56. Right, that's kind of what I'm expecting from Rune. But considering the uncertain nature of Bitcoin, right? Like if you look at it from a lower time frame, there's a really good chance like you can trade it. But from a long-term perspective, right? I'm still expecting Bitcoin to drop all the way down to probably 19.5, 20k, right? So there is a good chance, like if you buy now, the price could drop another 50%, so your investment could be halved. So I think kind of staying on the on the sidelines would be a really good way to trade it. But if you are trading it on a short-term outlook, from a kind of scalping it or day trading it, then I think Rune is kind of at its limits right now, because as you can see here, there was a lot of chop that kind of took place around here at roughly 3.29. Right, so even if the price kind of manages to go above this, I don't think it's going to stay here for quite some time, because we had this supply zone here which was kind of like prevented the price from moving higher, and also if you move on a higher time frame, this kind of supply zone kind of goes all the way down to 3.4, right? From 6-hour time frame, this supply zone would be a major hindrance. And as you can see, if I just clear this out here, the price will face pressure if it dips into this level. So for me, I think the upside is kind of capped at 3.42, and the downside, it could head all the way down to $3 and head below sub $3 very briefly. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Rune. Let's take a look at the next coin, which is Waves. Yeah, Waves look pretty bad. The price has been on a downtrend even after the recovery, and it's at one point it did move below its May 12th bottom, which honestly I haven't seen a lot of altcoins do, right? So but since the coin has been kind of like crashing, like after the fiasco that happened with Waves here, where the kind of the founder alleged that Alameda and like any people from FTX could be like borrowing money to short this. I'm not sure what happened there, but I think the coin has been extremely oversold considering what it did here. And yeah, I think since the price is also consolidating and kind of getting squeezed here, there could be a brief run up. Uh, right? From the current position, it could be a 38-40% upswing here up to $8. So I think you kind of invest a little bit of throwaway money in this coin for the price to kind of move higher. So there is chance this coin could continue to do this and continue to keep dropping. Hold up, why is it negative? Okay, yeah, so there's a chance price could do that, right? But I think we gotta wait to see how the price reacts around 5.3 and then take decisions based off of that, right? This was an exaggeration. So clearly there is a decent amount of support for it between 4.1 and 5.3. So even regardless of what's happening on a higher time frame, I think there's a good chance the price could kind of bounce back very quickly. Right, so think this one is something that you gotta keep your eyes peeled out for. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the top losers and the top gainers of last week. If you enjoyed this segment, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.